Alright everybody, welcome back to another video where I'm going to be actually setting up this 100-year-old Prospector tent that I got from my grandpa. Now that I say it out loud, I'm pretty sure this is not 100 years old. This is a Woods outdoor equipment product, I guess. To be completely honest, I have zero clue what I'm about to be doing because I have never seen this propped up open and I've never set up a Prospector's tent before. Things aren't really looking that great. We have quite a bit of ice in here right now. And to make things even more interesting, we don't have any of the original poles. So that means I gotta be cutting down my own. So let's go find some good trees. So we are now here in a mystical forest. And from here, I need to be cutting down a couple poplar trees. I need to find some that are thin enough, straight enough, and long enough to be our poles. Holy, that was 2 hits. By the way, guys, I lost my phone. I'll look for it after I set up this Prospector's tent. But for now, I think I cut down enough poplar trees.
1 hour later.
Alright, so I found my phone and now I have just a little bit of a sneak peek kind of update, kind of little bit of a random thing. You need to promise to subscribe though, because I sort of maybe kind of might have built a cabin, but that's going to be an upcoming series later on my channel. I still need to do a little bit of work to it. But regardless of that, let's continue this tent setup. So yeah, I have zero clue how this is going to be looking. It should be looking a little bit like this. But that's the future me, and I have zero clue what I even start with. Don't want to cut these too short because I have no clue exactly how long I'm going to be needing them. I'm going to skip forward this because it's going to take a minute. It can't be too difficult, but I'm just going to share with you what I think right now. So this is the middle. I'm going to assume that there's going to be one long post that's going to be going directly up. On this side here, we have a couple loops there, here, and then we have what I'm going to be calling a sleeve that goes above the window. So I'm pretty sure each side is going to be staying upright by having like a little bit of a hoop. That's what I'm going to try first, at least. Hopefully these bend enough. All right, it's partially in. Something tells me this is going to be very time consuming. And oddly enough, I couldn't find any videos about this exact tent. I just realized that I didn't put that side through those loops. 3 hour later update. This is what we have. Actually, I'll show you from this side. I'm supposed to be getting the end of this pole into that pocket there. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but that's pretty much a right angle. And unfortunately for me, trees don't bend like that. All right, so it's a couple minutes later and I have a new idea that includes needing rope. So what I originally thought was that I was going to be simply looping a couple trees and then just having this all done within an hour. But with that plan failed, I then came to the realization that I'm just going to be putting upward pieces and then just crossing it over and then just tying it and then just tie some string. So yeah, let's get back to building it. Just drew out, that's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to be starting off with cutting up a couple of these pieces. So these sidewalls are 4 feet high. We're actually going to be cutting it with this, that way it's going to be looking a little bit nicer. And I'm actually going to be cutting it a little bit above the 4 foot mark. We're just going to be cutting down any of these trees to make our stakes. We're going to cut this at an angle. And our next one we cut directly up and down. Sharp side down, obviously. Ow. What? This has been recording. I think we are going to be actually staking this in the ground just a little bit for extra stability. Ah, ogres. Okay, so it's a tight fit right now, but I'll probably adjust it potentially if I need to. Now for the top here, bam. Oh my goodness. Okay, give me a minute.
12 seconds later.
All right, so guys, this was supposed to be like an hour long, but I'm gonna be fully transparent and say that this is not at all what I expected. So this is taking a little bit longer than I planned. We have like 2 more hours of sunlight. Now I need to be putting that window cross piece. Okay, it's through. Okay, now hypothetically, this is weird. This should be the correct angle. Let's completely redo this knot. What I believe I should do is I get a stake and I should spike this in the ground. Right, after much frustration, we now have this kind of like that. I made a loop on both ends of this, so hopefully this side should go up a little bit easier. So I now have this side kind of propped up. So I'm just gonna be doing the same thing to this side. Now we're just gonna kind of stretch this out a little bit. Yeah. And like I said, I don't really know how to do knots, so we're just doing like slip knot type of thing for these. Okay. Should we call it a day? Just kidding, we're gonna get this done. Let's get this through. Now we gotta get it in that pocket. So we have this hole here. Oh, I need to get a better tripod. I'm not exaggerating. This is like the difficultest tent I've ever made. So what I need to do now is get this tied up there. Let me say, this is genuinely not at all how I expected this to go. But I mean, at least it is getting done. Don't get me wrong though, it's fun. Perfect. So something that I think is a little bit odd is the angle of this back wall here. So I'm just gonna be pulling out that last wall. All right. So you could, it's on 360 mode, so you'll be able to see me. Fuck. So I'm actually gonna be redoing this side. Okay. I thought I turned you off. Time for some snipping. Bam! It should be looking a little bit like this. Now I can proudly say that this is complete. I'm gonna be honest, I thought this was gonna be like 7.5 feet tall, a lot wider, a lot bigger, but it's pretty cool. I'm not sure if I said it already, but this is actually 8 foot by 10 foot wide. So let's just walk in here. I'm not sure exactly how high this is, but I do have to crouch to stand in here. We have a beautiful window. We have a second window here, again with some built-in storage. Super small skylight. And one of my favorite things about the inside here might just have to be the availability of a chandelier. So in all seriousness, I'm super happy to have this done. This isn't what I thought it was gonna be looking like at all. I wish I could zoom in because that jet there is actually kind of making it look like there's like a streamline of like beautiful sunset. So if any of you guys have this type of Prospectors tent, well, you now know what it kind of looks like, because like I said, I had zero clue what this is going to be looking like. In looking at it now, this is the only real way that makes sense for it to be made. Having the loops there, bad idea. But regardless, it is now done, and I'm thinking that we're going to be doing a camping in here. I was going to be doing it today, but I'm actually figuring that it's a little bit later than I expected, and there is a little bit of mold in there, so we're going to be letting it aerate. So if there's anything about a camping video that you might want me to do, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you have a Prospectors tent, share any thoughts or tips on tricks of how to set them up. Now, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. We're trying to get monetized on this channel, but either way, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and as always, keep it real.